All right, you freak biscuits. Welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. This week we got a super sick guest. Name's Jackson Karsteter. Most of you guys will know him already. Absolutely kills it on the rails. Absolutely kills it on the jumps, skis in general. Just absolutely sends it. Sick dude. He runs rail skiing and just a really sick interview with Jackson and I. Bunch of cool stuff. Before we dive into this podcast, just want to let you guys know that we got a new sponsor for the podcast. We got K2 Skis, we got Vertica Outerwear, and now we have Red Bull sponsoring the podcast. So you guys will see a Red Bull fridge in the upcoming podcast. When I get back, we'll put it beside the chair in the podcast studio, which will be super sick. And, you know, I'll probably just be crushing Red Bull the entire episode, every single episode, because why wouldn't you? Anyways, with that in mind, it's going to be a sick podcast with Jackson Karsteter. You guys will really like it. We talk about how he got into skiing, how much time he spends on his backyard setup, creating rail skiing, pretty much everything. Like, the guy's on top of things, and he's a really sick skier. If you guys don't follow him on Instagram, follow him. He posts some of the gnarlier ski clips you guys will see, so go enjoy it, and this is a good one. From the kid to you. Welcome, creatures of all shapes and sizes, to Banged Up with Bruce Oldham, aka The Kid. This is an action sports podcast, the likes of which the world may never have seen before and may never see again. I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, that's bad. Cool. Well, I guess we'll jump into the podcast, man. I was wanting to have you on for a while because I think you'd be a sick guest and I think people would be stoked. And I haven't really got to talk to you that much either, so I thought it'd be sick. Yeah. So we'll dive into this. Most people probably know you, eh? Jackson Karsteter, everybody. Karsteter, is that how you say it? How do you say it last name?
Karsteter, yeah.
Karsteter. I remember seeing it on TikTok and seeing Karsteter, so this Karsteter just clicked in my head. Anyways, man, it's good to have you on, bro. It's good to have you on. I got a badass podcast studio set up at home, and I have some cool things coming to it. But I'm not at home, so it's like, shit, I want to do this podcast with you with, like, the badass background, but instead I'm in, like, some RV trailer right now. I, like, put the chair in front of a piano. I'm like, maybe the piano will make it look better, but fuck it.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, sick, dude. All right, well, first of all, how have you been lately? Like you said, you've been keeping pretty busy. You went out to Mountain Hood recently and shit like that?
Yeah, I went up to Mount Hood July 10th or something.
Yeah.
And I literally planned that trip July 9th at the night.
No way.
I flew out 5 hours before.
What?
It was insane. So that trip was very last minute, and then I was there for 2.5 weeks.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Dude, the park looks so sick. I was mad jealous. I wanted to come out, man.
Yeah, you should have. Dude, next summer it's gonna be poppin'.
I made sure next summer. I didn't want to do the 2-week quarantine, and then I didn't want to pay for the pass and everything.
Oh yeah, true. It was pretty pricey for the pass. It was like $100 a day or something.
Yeah, that's pretty pricey. And then I have to quarantine for 2 weeks on the way back and 2 weeks on the way there. Would have been a little bit too much. But that's sick. Yeah, dude, I saw some insane stuff. Like, everybody that went there was just dropping, like, the craziest tricks. I was scrolling through Instagram every day, just like, so jealous, man.
Everyone was popping every day. There was no off days there. Dude,
it looks so fun. It just looks like good vibes all the time there.
Yeah, best vibes for sure.
Oh yeah, sick. Well, we won't get into that too much right now, but I guess we'll start it off for people that don't know you and people that want to know more about you. How did you get into skiing? When did you get into it, and like all that good stuff, man? Like, where are you from, first of all?
So I grew up in a little town of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, on the little hill called Perfect North. And I started when I was 11, and skied there for probably 2 or 3 years, and I got a DM from a coach at Wendell's Academy, now known as Weiss Academy. Yeah. And started coming out here. It's kind of how it started. But I snowboarded before I skied, actually.
Oh yeah? How long?
5 years long.
Really? Damn, like.
It's my 5th year now, I think. Skiing.
It's only your 5th year? Attaboy. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm turning 17 tomorrow.
Oh fuck, you're still a young buck too.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. That's sick. And you're snowboarding before. I used to snowboard before, but I was like kind of switching in between snowboarding and skiing. Like every day I'd like do a different one. Did you snowboard in the park at all or no?
Yeah, I mean, Perfect is a pretty like small resort.
Yeah.
So like it's all you have is terrain park and like little hills. So I was always in the park.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as Mount St. Louis.
Yeah, so like switching to skiing was like pretty, like I knew what I was doing, kind of like rollerblading helps a lot. Like,
did you used to rollerblade as a kid?
Yeah, rollerbladed a lot.
Yeah? Dude, I'm trying to get into it now, but it's, like, we don't have a skate park at home, and like, it's like the world's worst thing, so I don't really want to drive an hour just to go rollerblade when I have so much other stuff going on, but it's pretty fun, man. It hurts though, because I always try to land like, I keep forgetting to land like super staggered. I just land feet together and just slip right to my dome, man.
Yeah, that's how I rollerbladed for so long, and then I stopped for probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
When I went back to Wendell's this summer, they have that huge skate park, and I bladed for 1 day, and I was horrible. I forgot how to rollerblade.
Yeah. Dude, that skate park's so sick, man. They got so much cool stuff up there. Did you play any other sports as a kid, or just like skiing, snowboarding? Seems like you probably would have done most of the sports in high school and stuff.
I did a lot of basketball, football.
Yeah.
And my 7th grade year, I played soccer, and then I went to school in Oregon in 8th grade. So my life was a lot of football and basketball until I started skiing, and then I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, you just chose skiing over it, or?
Yeah, my parents were always like, "You're playing this." I'm like, I want to, because then it takes over skiing, or gets rid of skiing.
Yeah, you just like skiing, eh?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. How far is Perfect North from where you live? Like,
it was 5 to 10 minutes away.
Oh, that's so easy.
Yeah, it was like the perfect thing.
Yeah.
And then 2 years ago, my parents moved to Colorado, so now we live in Colorado. We're like not close to Breck or anything. We're like an hour and a half away from that. So like I'm not ever coming home to go to ski Breck or anything. So
yeah.
But during like Christmas time and stuff, we'll drive home to Indiana for like 3 weeks, and we'll ski Perfects for all that time. And
sick. So, does anybody else in your family ski, or is it just like kind of you that's the only one that's into it?
It's kind of just me. My brother skied a little bit. My dad definitely got me into it. But
nothing like, he didn't used to downhill race or anything like that.
No, he was a big football, basketball guy.
Yeah, he got you into that.
Yeah. But like we grew up right next to where Nick grew up, Nick Epper, so like
yeah, okay.
I was always inspired by him like when I was little, and that was definitely a big getting into skiing.
Oh yeah, dude, that's sick. So you're like more known for like your rail skiing abilities and stuff. Obviously, you got all your you got the page and everything, and like you're an absolute monster on the rails. But anybody that follows you nowadays knows that you absolutely crush it on the like you're doing triples on the jumps, like dub 16s. Like it's not like you can't jump. I was watching like shit last year, but like. Did you was jump why ride rails? Because I'm assuming like Perfect North is like doesn't have big jumps, kind of like Mount St. Louis, like nothing too big, and then you just kind of got into rails first. Was like that, or did you just like rails more than jumps?
I get this question a lot.
Yeah, so, I kind of imagined you would.
Yeah, so like growing up at Perfects, I definitely was only a rail guy because Perfects didn't have like big jumps or anything.
Yeah,
but like I don't know, it's just something that I'm definitely more passionate about. I love jumps, and I like to like go out there and like I want to do triples and like all this stuff. But I have more visions with rails than I do on jumps.
That makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Like, me growing up in a small town, like watching all these skiers that like are super underground or like insane at rails, just like gets me so hyped and like stuff like that. Dude,
it's crazy. Like you'll see like these kids that come out to the contest and they'll be like. You'll think they're so good because they'll do like both way dub 10 safeties and they're like 14. But then you go back to your home hill and you watch this guy just do like 2P6s and like just random people you don't even know, and you're like, wait, where was I for this? And like they're just out there crushing rails. Oh, it's all good.
Oh my god.
Not yours?
No.
Damn. Did you do? Was it like pretty wild down there with all the riots and stuff? Like for you or no?
Who is that? Not really. I mean, we're kind of farther away from Denver, but like Denver was definitely like
pretty hard,
pretty insane. My dad works kind of a little bit outside Denver, but he was probably 3 miles away from some riots.
Yeah.
So it was pretty at one point, but.
Yeah. Have you changed anything like at all because of coronavirus, or just kind of everything's been kind of the same for you? Pretty similar.
I think for COVID, I don't know many people in Colorado, so I haven't been outside. The only person I know in Colorado is Nate. I think you did a podcast.
Yeah, I had him on last podcast. He was talking about how you guys became friends or whatever.
Yeah, Nate was probably the only person I know out here. So COVID was really easy. I mean, pretty normal.
Yeah.
Just stuck home doing backyard setup stuff.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of flat ground.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't understand how you do a flat ground cork. How do you lead up to that? Because I can do a flat ground backflip, but I'm not doing a cork. Not a chance.
I was when I first started. When we left Wendell's, we did these online chat calls with our coaches, and they wanted us to get more into flat ground. So at first, I think everyone had running misties and backies.
Yeah.
And so I just got really I liked it a lot. So I go to a little hill, and I'd start by doing misties and trying this J-step flat corks or something.
Yeah, I know.
And then I started trying cork sevens, so I'd always land straight on my stomach. And it hurt. And then I figured it out. It's just all power in the legs and popping.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I didn't know, I was wondering if you just decided to do it by yourself. You're like, yo, wouldn't it be sick if I could do both leg corks on flat ground? But no, you actually were told to. That makes a lot of sense, though, because if you can get a powerful enough takeoff to do a cork on flat ground, triples and stuff are going to be a lot easier. It's pretty gnarly, though.
So, doing unmat cork 7 on flat was nah, I'm not doing that. And then one day I did a upright 7, pretty easy, and I was like, holy crap, I might be able to try it. And I tried it, and I landed, and I was like, what? So, I don't know, it's just all practice and motivation towards it.
Just like everything, man. I'm 5'2", and my vertical's trash, but, I mean, maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll try one day. I got a trampoline, so I'm like, I could try to do it on flat ground, or I could just go to my trampoline and do it on that.
I wish I had a tramp. That'd be so dope.
Do you not have, do you have one of those crappy garden tramps, or?
No. We have a place called Snowbond, which is
yeah.
If you've seen that, my TikToks, there's a couple of those.
Dude, I've seen it.
One huge tramp, and it's so dope. It's 20 minutes away, so my parents were just no tramp, we can just go here.
Oh, it's only 20 minutes away? That's sick, because I was watching some tramp clips, and I think I saw Trip 18, maybe, was it? I saw some.
But that was a Trip 18.
I saw some insane shit on the tramp, and I was like, what the fuck? So, clearly it's working just fine. Because dude, it's hard to get that air awareness to feet, taking, even dub 16s to feet on tramp, that's pretty gnarly, so.
Yeah, and we, every night after skiing, me and Tanner and Connor will just go up to the tramp and just, do all these rolls, and, these visions will come to our head, and, Connor is just really insane, both way on tramp. I'm not that great at, but he can, left dub 6, or, I know, he spins right, so right dub 16, nothing.
On a tramp, no mat.
Yeah, no mat.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a goal of mine, just to be that consistent with on tramp pretty soon.
Dude, tramp is actually so big for just getting your vision and your sets and everything. It helped me a lot, but that's crazy. I don't think I'll be taking. I tried to take both way dub 14s to feet on my tramp with the mat, and I just got tossed both times. Landed in a little squat, and just go flying off the tramp.
Yeah, it's. My first time doing dub 14 on the tramp was definitely, it took a while.
Once you get the feeling of it, it's a little easier, but it still takes a lot of power to get it around, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So we were talking about your backyard rail and talking about how good you are at rail skiing. Obviously, you have good at rail skiing because basically Perfect North there's mostly rails, right? Nick Yapper's good at rails. Everybody's good at rails from Perfect North because you have to be. And you can also, I actually love how everybody from small hills always sends way harder than people from nice perfect hills. Everybody from the small hills absolutely just tosses. Everybody from the big hills is oh, this jump's a little rutted out. Maybe I'll wait for another day. Anyways.
It's always a set vibe when we pull up perfect because everyone's always wanting to get better. Like, no one out and perfect, like, I don't know, they're not trying to go anywhere in skiing. They're just trying to get better, and, like, they're all super underground. And it's like...
Yeah, just trying to have fun and just get better, yeah. That's sick. So I was going to ask you, how much time do you spend in your backyard setup? Because I personally have a backyard setup, and I cannot say I've spent that much time on it, as much as I'd like. I've just been super busy, but it's a lot of work, man.
Oh, it is. I would say this summer I definitely pulled away from it as I did. Like, last summer I was definitely on it every day for 2 to 3 hours a day.
Every day?
Yeah, I was pretty close to that. If I take a hard ball, I'm there 2 off. But
God damn, dude. So wait, so
this summer I think during quarantine I would do an hour or 2 a day.
That's a lot. So how do you not run out of tricks to do? Because I would be like, do you just keep thinking of different things, or?
Well, so I had that little setup last year. And
yeah.
The beginning of quarantine, and I couldn't I wanted to do more stuff. And I couldn't do tooth on or anything with the old setup. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, I'm running out of tricks to do. Like, I want to get more creative. So me and my dad did this. I think it was probably a 2-week project. And we built that bigger setup.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then I had way more vision, like transfers with 2s on, with 4s on, with like, I don't know, with all these kinds of crazy variations, and like I have way more speed now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it's always been coming to my head through that, but there's days where I'm just like, I ain't going to try.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little repetitive, and it's like, man, it's like fun when you give yourself a challenge trick, but sometimes, dude, it is so frustrating. Like,
I get so mad at it, dude, so quick at it.
I try not to get mad, man, but like, I think I get more mad hitting my backyard setup than any other aspect of skiing ever. Just trying to make a rail, like do one trick that you have in your mind, you're like, yo, I can do this like maybe in like 30 minutes, and then like 2 hours later you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's so aggravating because my rails, like the way that they're built, if I want them to be set up more of an angle or down, I have to put them under a piece of plywood or bricks. And if they move, then the trick completely changes to me. Yeah,
and that's the same for me too, man. Like my rails, like I have to lift them up and down and stuff, but like mine are a little heavier. Yours look like they aren't as heavy, so like it's like they wobble and stuff sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And that's the word.
It makes it so much harder because I feel like, say you have a Z rail set up and one of the rails moves a tiny bit, then it changes the trick completely because then you're transferring a different way than what you've been trying for the last hour and a half. Yeah,
and it's like that much off, but you notice it.
Yeah.
Goddamn, yeah. Sick. Well, I was actually just curious about that because I was thinking, like, shit, how much time should I be spending on it? It's like, am I really doing it now? Obviously not, but do you work? Are you working at all right now, or?
Not right now. I was gonna start working at Snowbond again this summer, but then I went to Wendell's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in a sling, it would really suck, and I just leave in another month. So I mean, it's kind of pointless to just work for a month and all that.
I guess we'll bring that up now because you said it. What happened? Tell the people what happened. I mean, some people will saw the video. Dude, I thought you had it. I watched the video. I was like, yo, he has it. And I was like, you landed and then you ate it. And I was like, oh, that would have hurt. But then I read the caption and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I was so bummed. I had that vision in my mind since they put that rail up. I told Topher. Topher's like good friends with the park crew.
Yeah.
I was like, if they put that rail on the knuckle, I swear I can double out of it.
Yeah.
We get on lift one day and sure enough, it's there. And I'm like, oh, God. It's like the first day I was like warming up. I was in front cork 6s. I did the front cork 9 blunt.
Yeah, those are insane.
The next day, I was eyeballing it, and Topher's like, let's do some lefts on the jump, like left corks. And I did that, and then he's like, all right, do you want to go over to the rail? And I was like, yeah. I did one front cork 6 to the bottom, like no landing.
Yeah.
And Topher's like, that's where you're going to have to land. So I went even faster, and I went even bigger when I tried it. And I saw it coming, and I wanted to go 9, but it just wouldn't go 9, and it went 8. And me going 8 to flat just didn't work.
Well, dude, it came around nice. I honestly, I was like, yo, I definitely thought you had it. I was like, no, dude, the amount of crazy tricks that came out of that rail alone this year, so sick. I've been trying to convince the people at Mount St. Louis to let me, because I worked park staff there last year, and I was like, let me put this cannon up here like this. I want to do some gnarly shit. And they're all like, no. But yeah, dude,
I think it's a big liability to put that rail on the knuckle like that.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they would have put it any closer, kids would have hit that with normal speed and actually launched.
Yeah.
Tanner's first hit on that rail, he went, like, pretty average speed, and he just did, like, a straight off of it, and it's a swoosh. Like, it's gnarlier than a jump. And I think Tanner went 20 feet in the air on a straight air to flat.
Yeah, but, like, they could have put it back more, and then you would have been, like, you would have actually hit the landing.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better, but, like...
But then you have the little kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 months.
Yeah, it's only 2 months. I like that. So you get an MRI tomorrow then? Or no, the next day? Thursday?
So I'm supposed to get an MRI tomorrow. But my birthday, my mom was just kind of like, we'll just cancel it until you get back from Indiana.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't need the MRI. So I'm going to feel it after we can see what I think. But
yeah.
I have a lot more motion than I did. I was not moving with that arm for a week. And this week I started to have, like, more emotion, like, here, and, like, it hurts to, like, hold it up, but I feel like it's just, like, me being weak and not using my arm for too much.
Yeah. So did you break it, or did you broke it, right?
I fractured the humerus, which is, like, this arm bone, but, like, on the very...
At the top?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I dislocated my shoulder this year, and it was pretty fucked, but I didn't break anything. And, like...
I was scared of that because Tanner had a lot of dislocations this year, which, like, ruined his, like, ligaments or something.
Yeah, and that just comes out.
Yeah, and then he had to have surgery and all that, and I was just like, I was so afraid, like, I don't want to be out for 6 months.
Yeah, no. That would be... Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with next year, man. There might not even be a comp season. We might just be skiing and putting out some videos.
Which honestly would be dope.
I wouldn't be complaining, man. I would be making some trips out to the States, come skiing with the boys, do some dope shit.
Dope.
But, yeah, we'll see what happens. But it seems like there might not be any comps, maybe. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like if there's going to be any comps, then I feel like those little ones, like, or not, I mean, it's not little, but, like, the Tom Walsh Rail Jam would be so sick to happen again.
Dude.
That's way more crowded than...
yeah.
X Games and stuff, because there's a lot of people there.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to the Tom Walsh Rail Jam this year, if it's going on. I'm going to buy a plane ticket, I'm going to come out, and I'm just going to ski just for fun.
It's the best time ever. I've never had more fun skiing than that time.
I've never had more fun watching an event than watching that one. It looks so sick. I was like, bro, I need to go just rip and ski there. That looks awesome.
Yeah, so fun. I had to start out and, so I had to make the contest first. So it was like me, Jed Connor, and like Sam Lubinsky, and we were all in that. And then I had to go to another round, and then the final round, and then another round. I think it was 4 rounds. And like that was 2 days of skiing, so I was just absolutely exhausted. But like, it's just like so insane skiing with like all your idols and just like
so sick. Because you rolled up through because you did the open one, right? And then you have to qualify and qualify again or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I would do. I'd just come and just like try to qualify and make it. But there were so many good people there, dude.
Yeah, it was so insane. I was scared because I didn't think I made it into finals on my second round. I was like, there's no way. I didn't even ski that well. But like, what they were looking for was 3 landed tricks, and I landed 4 out of like probably 12.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't even do that well. I don't think I made it.
But they all went for 3, yeah. Yeah, that's so sick. So wait, I have a question because I was watching it, and you were skiing without gloves. Why? Why is that?
It was so hot.
Is that the only reason? Because I was like, dude, skiing without gloves would suck. Like, you go to fall, and like, you just put your hands down. I was like, maybe he's thinking, like, if I don't wear gloves, I won't fall because I don't want to put my hands on the snow. It's like, maybe he's onto something.
No, I never really thought that, but I mean, that's a better way to think. But like, my glove, it was like, the days of the comp, or the finals was, it was like rain. So my gloves were soaking wet, like it was pointless to wet. And like growing up at Perfects, it's always hot like there. I think it was 70 the day we were skiing.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm used to this, I'm just gonna drop the gloves, and I just didn't wear gloves.
Oh, true.
But
Okay.
if you go with like a couple of my edits, even through the ski year, like I'm not wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I get hot. And
I noticed it, man. I thought there was a better reason than I get hot behind it, but no.
It's just something that I don't like skiing with like hot hands, or like even when I'm wearing layers, I'll drop a layer.
True. Cool. And then I guess the next question is talking about rail skiing. When did you start the rail skiing page, and like what was kind of the meaning behind it? Just tell the kids about that, because I'm sure some kids are interested in that.
I started it 8th grade year, and my 8th grade year I was like only doing rails. Like I was not good at jumps. I think I learned dub 10s at the end of that year, and I probably made it around Christmas time. And I didn't tell anyone that I ran that account until almost a year.
Yeah.
Like, anyone. I think I told Tanner, like, maybe 4 months after I made it.
Really?
Yeah. And I was just, like, scared that people were going to make fun of me. And it, like, started blowing up out of nowhere. Like, Carson, like, started, like, he, like, promoted it one time. And I was posting it a lot, and then it started blowing up, and I was like, holy crap, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then, like, a Q&A, and a lot of kids were, like, asking who runs this account, runs this, and, like, stuff like that. And I was like, if you get this account to 10K, then I'll tell who I am. And sure enough, within, like, a year, it hit 10K. And I announced one time, and I'm kind of scared to, like, even go back and, like, tell people that I still run it.
Yeah.
I just don't like people, like, he's just running the account just to promote himself. Like, bro, when was the last time I promoted myself on it? Yeah.
People like, I've actually noticed people in the ski industry are kind of against that stuff quite a bit. Like,
there's a lot of hate for no reason.
There's a lot of hate for no reason, especially against people that do, like, a lot of the social media stuff, like, side of it. And it's kind of a shame, because it's such a big, like, aspect of the sport now. And it's like, it's probably one of the bigger things you can do. Like, people coming up in contests, like, if you go and you are winning contests, you're in World Cups, and, like, even if you're doing really good, like, it's hard even to get paid with sponsors if you don't have, like, to get anything for sponsors. Like, they don't give a shit about your results anymore. Like, barely.
I think social media is the number one way with skiing, or, like, with any sport right now. Like, sponsors, like, I think all my sponsors came from social media. Like, Line and Full Tilt. Line hit me up after one of my backyard setup posts last year. And, like, I don't think if I was posting on Instagram that would ever happen. Like, that was definitely, like, one of the things. When I was at Perfects, Tom, like, saw one of my posts and then invited me to the rail.
Yeah.
Like, well, thank God I'm posting.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, like,
there's so much hate going towards people who post on Instagram and people who use hashtags, and it's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's funny, there is just, like, I guess it's kind of just, like, more of the older, like, I don't know, just, like, this kind of just not give a fuck attitude that's supposed to be, like, incorporated in skiing, but, like, dude, even, like, just using hashtags, people hate on you so much. But it's crazy, man. Like, if I use the hashtags in my post, like, I go, like, I have the insights and stuff. I can go look at my hashtag. Like, I get, like, sometimes I get, like, tens to thousands of more views on videos just from using hashtags. It's like, why wouldn't I, like, yeah. It's ridiculous. And it's like, everybody's kind of like, well, it shouldn't matter. I'm like, dude, it does matter, because I can't afford to pay for myself to go to contests, like, every single year, man. I need to find a way to, like, help support my ski career, because, like, just competing does not do anything. And obviously you have to be good at skiing, like, and put out, like, good content and stuff, but, like, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just like, do you want to promote yourself or no? Like,
yeah.
If you don't want people to see your skiing, then put yourself on a private account, or, like, don't even post at all, like. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like everybody wants to be, like, underground, but, like, not, and, like, yeah. Anyways, interesting. I saw you got some merch dropping on the rail skiing page.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick. Just sweaters, or what else?
So I have 3 hoodies and I think a couple hats. Just beanie. But, yeah, pretty hyped on that. It sold out
How much do you sell? If you don't mind saying.
On the first day, I think we sold, I don't know the exact number, but I want to say around 100. Like, the first couple of days, it definitely like around 100.
That's so sick, dude. Yeah, congrats, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super sick.
Yeah, I was super hyped on that. Like, I've had a lot of people ask me, like, in the past, I'm going to do merch. And, like, last Christmas, my mom made me, like, a rail skiing hoodie.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people were, like, offering to buy that hoodie off me. I was like, this could be something. And then, that company called Muted, they, like, hooked me up with some gear last year. And then I randomly shot them a DM, like, would you be down to help me run merch?
Yeah.
They were all about it. I was super hyped, and we got a couple like ideas going. I had a lot of people like drawing up ideas for merch, and like so I dropped those 3 kind of basic hoodies, and then I think hopefully next year I'm gonna shoot them the ideas. So we're gonna see and drop new ideas, like more creative ideas.
Yeah, dude, that's super sick though. It's so cool though because you can do like everything like. Running a page like rail skiing, you can do everything from having like an event. Like you can put on a rail event, you can sell merch, you can do a bunch of cool shit like that. And it's not like it's just for you. It's like for everybody in the skiing community. Like you get a bunch of cool shit out of it. Like you can really create cool opportunities. Like it's sick.
Yeah, I had a couple ski resorts hit me up. Like I think Highland wanted to do rails. Like they wanted to buy a couple hoodies next year for their rail jams, and like Perfect. Do that too, and I was just like, this is so dope. That's
super sick. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a couple events on my local hill and stuff, and something super sick. Recently, I got like, so I'll see all this shit is like all through social media, and everybody's like, yeah. Anyways, this podcast and like me like personally is not like sponsored by Red Bull, but I got an influencer sponsorship through Red Bull. They just randomly hit me up, so now I'm like an influencer for Red Bull. So like they're bringing me a Red Bull fridge for the podcast and like Red Bull tents and shit like that, dude. So like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and they're gonna help me out with running events and stuff. If I want to do any events on my local hill and shit like that, and like just randomly like none of this shit would ever happen without like people hearing it. Like,
social media is the best part about all this.
Yeah, dude, like I'm gonna get we're gonna have unlimited Red Bulls, we're gonna have a Red Bull fridge in the corner of the podcast room. Kids are gonna be just tossing it. But like it's so funny because how it like kind of happened is like I had this one girl I know that's a snowboarder on the podcast, and she kind of worked as like one of the student people like for Red Bull that kind of just handed out free Red Bull. And the girl that hired her like for Ontario or like Canada or whatever, she listened to that podcast because the girl posted it, and then she started following me on social media and stuff. And then like a couple months later, she's like, "Yo, like, do you want to be a part of this?" I'm like, "Fuck." Well, obviously I'm gonna say fuck yeah, but yeah, it's just so funny how like it works, and like it's like it does open up a lot of doors, man. Like a lot.
Mm-hmm. A lot. Yeah. Like it's just so sick, like what it can do, and like also like when I went up to Hood. I think I saw around like 10 kids wearing the hoodie.
No way.
I was beyond hyped. It's just like a whole different feeling just looking over and you see someone wearing your merch and it's just like, oh my god.
Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, it's so cool. Like there are a lot of things that opportunities and stuff that just open up through it. And it's, I don't know, it's cool. Like you see a lot of athletes, like not necessarily in skiing, but in other sports, even with things like, well, I guess we'll talk about this now, but even with things like a YouTube channel and stuff like that are like maybe not the best athletes, but they're able to go around, ski full time, and have fun and like train and do shit like that, and like be able to support themselves at least a little bit through something like that, which is
exactly
super, super cool to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously you and Tanner got the vlogs going, which is super sick. I thought that was cool. Not gonna lie, I used to have a vlog like 3 years ago, and then I kind of stopped it because I was like you said, I was so worried about what other people thought. And then this year I was kind of just like, you know what, fuck it. Like if I keep uploading videos, people like them and stuff like that, and if I can end up even making like a little bit of money through it or supporting my ski career and like creating cool content for people, like yeah, I'm not gonna complain.
I was that way. So like I had a vlog all last summer.
Yeah.
Or not. I I did like maybe 3, and I was scared of what people thought, and I like not many skiers do. Like, I think there's 4 or 5 I can think of.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And then I went to school, and me and Tanner, we both said we're doing vlogs, and we both filmed them, but we were too late to edit them.
Lazy to edit them?
Yeah, we were so lazy to edit them. And then I probably still have like 6 vlogs on my phone that I haven't edited.
Dude.
And now it's like to the point where it's like too old to post.
Yeah.
And we went to the airbag, and Tanner just randomly started filming for like a day. And he posted 40 vlogs for every day.
Oh my god.
He posted a vlog a day. He was just so committed, and like they were probably like 3-minute vlogs, and like just kind of like random stuff, like not even like all skiing.
Yeah.
And like looking back through him now, it's just like fun to watch, and it's super. Now he's like committed to like posting probably once or twice a week, which is like what he wants to do, and it's just so dope.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was super sick too. Like one of the coolest things I thought about it, like getting back into it, was I was like, dude, like I can get like when I'm old and crippled in my wheelchair at the age of 40, I can go watch all these. I can go watch all these and look at all the cool stuff I did.
Yeah, I'm at that point right now where I'm so I'm so bored of like doing anything with the shoulder. I'm just looking through Tanner's vlogs, and there's like 75 of them that I'm just vibing on.
That's super sick, man. Yeah, it's really cool to look back on, and yeah, it's sick. It's definitely something that like even nowadays. Sorry, I'm having like camera troubles. One of my cameras just keeps turning on and off and on and off, and then the other one died. So the last bit might just be audio only. No one gets to see your beautiful face for the rest of it. But anyways, yeah, no. What I was saying was shit. What was I saying? I don't know. It's talking about the vlogs and stuff, but I think it's really cool that you can look back on it and all that stuff. And it is, I don't know, it's definitely a different side of skiing. But even now, you notice more and more skiers, like even the bigger skiers are starting to do things like that. Like Burke Rudd has a vlog now, and like people like that, like you see, like are starting to like pop into it and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like with skiing, there's comp skiing and the YouTube side of it. And I honestly think that there's more money in the YouTube side if you blow up. Yeah. And there's all those more opportunities that you get. Like with comp skiing, yeah, you're gonna get more clout, but I don't think you're gonna get as paid as you think. Yeah. And it's like I'm gonna have way more fun with one thing than I'm gonna be stressed out with one thing. It's like
and exactly. And when you can combine the both, then that's like pretty sick. And like, dude, I have a sister that like Megan won X Games and stuff last year. I know how much she gets paid. It's you're not doing too great. Like up until I'm gonna put her on the hot plate here. But like this year, like after she this summer she was reaching out to sponsors and stuff, and like Gyro wouldn't even respond to her, and like some companies like that, like they just wouldn't, like they wouldn't even respond to her. They're like, how many people do you have following you on Instagram? Like 1,000. I don't know. Okay, well maybe we'll come back to you later. It's like what? Like you want X Games and people like they don't really care that much anymore.
Yeah, that's what sucks too. Because there's all these like insanely good skiers, but they have like up to 2,000 followers. Like I can think of so many right now, and they just don't have like. Here, we'll go to Nicholas or Suki.
Yeah.
That's pretty much one of them. He didn't have a ski sponsor, and he's really good.
Dude, I know like so many people that didn't have a ski sponsor, man. Yeah, like exactly like that. They don't have ski sponsors, yet they're like one of the better skiers you're competing against. And like I get where people come from. Like it is kind of a shame that it's going that way, but it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? Like you kind of just have to deal with it. It's like I think it's cool, like all this stuff, but like you have to like if you don't, it's kind of just a part of the whole sport now.
Yeah, it's like companies don't just want a good skier on their product. They want a good skier with like something that will promote them really well. Yeah. Like you gotta have the following and all that stuff, and like you just have to have a good face on the company.
Yeah, it is crazy because like I don't know. I was talking about this in another podcast. Like even thinking about it at a NORAM or like a Rev Tour, you win a NORAM or Rev Tour, you bring your ski up to the podium, like what? 30 people see it?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't do much for a company. Anyways, we'll quickly get off this topic, but where do you see your YouTube channel and stuff in the future? Is that something you're going to be, like, focusing on building, or is that just kind of, like, something you're doing for fun right now?
I'm definitely focusing on building that. I don't know. At the moment, I have a couple goals for it.
Yep.
By the end of next year, but like 1 year ago today, I want to be close to 10,000 subscribers, which is a lot and hard to do.
Yeah.
But if you're posting once or twice a week, will help like a lot with that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know. At the moment, that's just kind of one of my goals for it. I want to push that a lot more on myself this year. But at the moment, it's like I have nothing to do with the vlog, so I can't really do it for a month.
Dude, yeah, exactly. I think that's a super sick goal. 10K on YouTube would be really sick, and it opens up a lot of opportunities. But yeah, even like for me right now, like I'm trying to do that like a little bit. Like I'm trying to put out a vlog every week, which is for me, it's like I'm working full time. I'm like training for skiing. I'm have an MMA fight in like 3 months, and like I got the podcast and shit. And like, dude, like. Just like having like a couple hours after work every day, trying to find like something interesting to fill a whole vlog with is like, it's damn near impossible. Anyways, so what do you do in terms of like going to the gym and staying healthy? Like, do you eat healthy? Do you not really eat healthy? Stretch? Yeah, what is kind of stuff?
So like, I am a really picky eater. So like, I do eat healthy stuff, but like, if people. Like, if I go out to eat or something, I will not something that you expect. Like, I don't eat noodles. That's something weird about me. I don't like any noodles at all. But I love meat and fruit and, like, vegetables and stuff like that, so I do eat healthy. And I started working out a lot this stuff. Did a lot of core, did a lot of, like, leg strength. Mm-hmm. So now I'm on the shoulder rehab kind of thing, so I'm starting to, like, try and work out that way. But
that'll get you back in the gym a bit.
Yeah. Once we go back to school, we have a gym there, so like me and Tanner will definitely be up in the gym a lot, just trying to rehab our shoulder and like get good core again.
So, wait, so you go to school? Is it like you go to school at Y East? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
So is that like a high school, but a ski high school or whatever? Like I don't really know how those things work.
So it's basically a college campus, but it's a high school. So there is like 20 or so dorms or cabins, and you can put probably 5 kids in each cabin or 6, and there's cafeteria and all that on one campus, and in the backyard there's a huge skate park, there's a huge trampoline, and then in the very back there's an indoor skate park, and then like the trampoline section and the workout gym, all that stuff.
Yeah. So you just go. Do you guys have like no classes in the winter, or only like half classes, or?
So we do all online school. There is a classroom that we would go to, but I think to COVID we won't be going to the classroom. We'll probably just do it remote. There's 2 teachers, and they come around and they check on us. If we need help, we'll ask them and all that stuff.
Dude, that's so sick. We don't have anything like that in Canada even. I think, yeah, I don't think there's anywhere like anything like that, so that's super sick. That sounds like it would be a damn good time.
Oh yeah, it's super. It's like such a good thing for like. It's I don't know. It's something really good. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. You definitely miss out on other things though, like normal like high school life and stuff. But
yeah, there's some stuff I miss about that. But I mean, I got the whole summer to go out and hang out with friends and do something different for sure.
Sick, man. All right, well, we've been doing this podcast for like 43 minutes, so I'll ask you one question, and you can get out of your car because. It's been a long time sitting in the car, man, and I've had a long time sitting behind a piano. So,
yeah.
Anyways, okay, last question: where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what kind of goals have you set, or have you set any?
In 5 years, I hope I'm still doing something with this sport. I hope I'm big in the sport. I hope I'm just happy, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Question that COVID's hitting hard.
Yeah.
But it's put a lot through my mind of like what I want to do. And yeah.
any plans like with content competing? Like obviously, 5 years is a long time from now. Do you see yourself like trying to compete in the Olympics or something like that? Is that like a dream of yours, or is that more like something would you more rather go to like the media side of it?
I definitely do want to like try and go. I'm still gonna try and go to the Olympics, but I still want to be pushed towards the media side. But that's definitely a dream of mine is to go to the Olympics.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, well that was sick to have you on, bro. I'll let you go. Yeah, thanks for doing that with me today, man. I appreciate it. I was I was hoping we could get this done today, so I'm glad we did.
Yeah, that was super fun.
All right, guys. So that was our time with Jackson Karsteter. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Long podcast, good podcast. If you guys listen to that, congrats. I love you. He probably loves you. We all love you. And we'll be back with another episode every Tuesday. And just bigger, better guests, better setups, better podcast videos. Not better guests. Every guest is amazing, but you know what I mean. We will get more in depth in the stories and everything. Probably 2 podcasts from now, we'll be back in the studio. We'll have a 6 studio setup. We'll have the Rebel fridge. We'll have the podcast wall pretty much done. We'll have everything set up with better lighting, better audio, and we're really just going to amp it right up and take her to the top. So with that being said, if you guys are listening to it on iTunes, Spotify, whatever you're listening to it on, give it 5 stars. We're coming for you, the Power Movement. We're gonna pass you. You're at 83. We are at 10 or 12, so we're on our way up. And if you guys are listening on YouTube, obviously subscribe, hit that notification bell, and just help support the kid, and kid will support you guys with creative content and just a loving attitude. I'll see you guys on the other side.